Imagine if birds could talk and men could fly. What if the apple never dropped on Newton's head? What if the tree never fell in the forest? These questions challenge us to think beyond our current realities and consider the limitless possibilities of the human imagination. Here's a thought. What if you could become anyone you wanted to be? Take on anyone's persona, like Ray Charles at a family picnic. Oh, wait a minute, baby. Somebody better pass the peanut butter. Well, how about Ronald Reagan at a rap concert? Well, is this on? Is this on? Well, I can't rap or I can't sing. You know, drugs is not my thing. How about Eddie Murphy playing golf? Wait a minute now. No, this is not good. This is the 8 iron or the 9 iron. Or Chris Rock in the elementary school. Peter Piper picked a pecker, pick a pepper. A pecker, pick a pepper, Peter Piper pick. Funny, huh? I'm a master impressionist, and I'm James Stevens III, a far cry from the small town that I was born in South Carolina. We were so poor that I had to wear hand-me-downs to school. I had 6 sisters. Now, imagine showing up that first day of school with a skirt on. My teacher looked at me and says, "Oh my God, new outfit, Mr. Stevens?" I would laugh and go, "We're Scottish." Deep down inside, I've always been a dreamer. I remember coming home from school, right? And I would put on my father's sunglasses, and I would get on that old broken down piano that my grandmother left us, and I would pretend that I was Stevie Wonder. My father would sit there with us, and my father would he would laughing and looking at me and like, my God, I'm enjoying my 7-year-old little boy singing vividly about what? Love and nature and the human condition. That's when the light went off. Stevie Wonder music changed my life. But my life with my father was short-lived. 3 years after that, my father was killed in a car accident, leaving my mom homeless with 7 children. She couldn't take care of us, so I was sort of taken in by another family that looked like the Partridge Family from that 70s TV show. There, I learned the true meaning of acceptance and belonging. My adoptive family showed me that where I was from had no bearing on my worth or value, and that where we're not judged by the color of our skin, by the content of our character. Like my new family, they loved everything that I did. Matter of fact, they loved it when I would sing and go into my characters, right? And one day I was sitting at the dinner table with my new family, and I blurted out, "I used to think that snow was white, and then I saw it blue one night, and then I saw it green one day with purple shadows and with gray, and then one night it was pink, so now I don't know what to think." Everybody at the table started laughing, they were laughing, and then my grandfather looked at me, he says, "That's brilliant. That's truly a keeper." That's when I discovered the transformative imagination of myself, that I would use my imagination and just act stuff out. Little did I know that Stevie Wonder's music was going to be the soundtrack to my life. Through all the moments of sorrow, joy, and everything in between. I found solace in the music, feeling the keys beneath my fingers, and listening to the melodies of the music through my mind. I would get lost in the music, taking myself places where anything was possible. What if black was white and white was brown? Would it change our perceptions of color, race, and identity? These ideas helps us to confront our preconceived notions and biases. What it really does is reminds us of the way that we see the world, that it's not the only way. Sometimes I sat and I wondered, what if Stevie Wonder could really see? Would it have changed the direction of his life, like his music changed the direction of mine? I truly believe that it was his blindness, right, that opened up an open canvas of creativity, of unlimited possibilities for his life. One day I was sitting in thought, and I created an open canvas of my own. I wrote, once upon a legend, a young man came along, born with a precious gift that we all have known. The boy was born with a song. He sang of love and nature, even though he could not see his words. They left a mark on history. For the boy, he was a wonder. He traveled near and far, spreading his words of joy, and all of a sudden, the man was no longer a boy. The boy was Stevie Wonder. He taught the little children that they could do anything. He even wrote a song for Dr. Martin Luther King, all the joy his words would bring. He marched for rights and freedom. He tried to make men see the color of the skin was only a state of being. Stevie Wonder was the key. For he came into our lives and made us realize that beauty is seen all around and be recognized if we only close our eyes. I want us to truly remember that the power of imagination transcends limitations and open up our minds to a world of new ideas. As we journey forward, let us embrace the oneness of the world and let's use our imaginations to create a more brighter and inclusive future for all. Before I go, I would like to just play a piece original piece that I wrote and performed at the White House years ago. And if you guys can just start clapping as I walk to the piano. And as I walk to the piano, I want you guys to use your imagination. Imagine there's no poverty in the world, I can only imagine. Imagine there's no cancer, all the people can be free. I can only imagine. Clap your hands if you a dreamer. Clap your hands if you can see. Clap your hands if you can see a better world for you, for me. Clap your hands if you a dreamer. Clap your hands if you can see. Clap your hands if you can dream a better world for you and me. I can only imagine. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Clap your hands. No more fighting. No more war. No more bullying. No more poverty.